In this video, you will learn how to properly format a news story using Wix. So this is my dashboard, and we will click on the blog tab here to open up a new window, and then we'll click on Create New Post. I've already copied the text from my word processing software, so I will just paste it here in raw. And if I simply click on Control V, it will paste the text with its current formatting. So bolded sections, italicized stuff. So it can work, but it can create problems. So let's say that you wanted to simply paste unformatted text. All you have to do is to click on Control Shift V, or if you are using a Mac, Command Shift V. And now we have unformatted text, which is much easier to work with, generally speaking, in a content management system. The first thing I need is a catchy title, a headline. So we'll copy what I've got here and paste it, and then I will just erase the headline. Then I need a photo of Interstate 95. There is this plus symbol here. We'll just click on it, and then this will allow us to insert a photo gallery, a video. We can insert a break, so it's just a line. We can insert HTML content. So if you were to embed a tweet, for instance, using the embed tweet option from Twitter, it would give you an HTML code, which is an iframe. So you would paste that there, and you could insert a GIF. In our case, we want to insert a photo. We'll click on Photo. And I already have a photo of Interstate 95. Otherwise, you would click on Upload Media. In my case, I already imported the original photo. I edited a photo, and then I have a video we will use later. I'll show you how to quickly edit a photo via Wix. In the coming weeks, we will learn how to use a post-processing software such as Google Photos to do so. But we'll click on the original photo here, and then I can click on Crop, Edit, Adjust, or I can even create a video from photos. So I'll click on Crop and Edit. And right now, my ratio is the original one. I want to include a 16:9 photo in my story. So I'll click on here. It will give me a 16:9 rectangular box or ratio, and I can just adjust my photo. That looks good. I'll click on Save. And the software is slowly reprocessing my photo. So I'm satisfied at 16:9, but let's say that I didn't like the lighting or whatnot. I can just click on it again and click on Adjust. And I could use the brightness tool to brighten the photo a little bit. I could add lots of contrast or remove contrast. That's kind of too gray. It looked about right at first. I can lower highlights or bring them up. So it could create this kind of like high key effect by bringing up highlights. I kind of like it. I can bring up shadows as well, or lower shadows. It looked okay. Another thing I could have done was to actually lower highlights so that we would see the buildings in the background and bring up the shadows a bit more. But I kind of like this high key effect where the background is kind of like washed out. And I can even lower the contrast a little bit. That's good. Color saturation, I can enhance saturation, lower it all the way down to black and white. I'll leave it as is. The temperature, the color temperature will allow us to make a photo bluer or kind of like yellower, orangey in tone. It looked okay the way it was, and my exposure will affect the overall brightness of the photo. It looked pretty okay. I can increase sharpness a little bit. Always good practice online to increase sharpness a little bit. I can play with the grain. I don't want my photo to be grainy, so I won't touch that. And you could add vignette if you wanted to create this kind of like cool effect. We normally don't use the vignette in a journalistic context, unless you're doing an investigation or feature piece and you really want to create a special photo. But when dealing with press photography, we tend to keep our edits to a minimum. So I'm satisfied with that. I'll click on save. Now I've got a few versions of my photo. It's fine. I could clean it up if I wanted to. It doesn't really matter. People are not going to see that. I'm going to see that, and I want different options. So I will choose the latest one and click on Add to Page. My photo is now there. One thing I can do is to click on this little wheel here, which says Settings. And then this will allow me to add an image caption, an alternative text, and I could even turn my photo into a hyperlink. I'll click on Done because I want my captions. I will copy and paste the caption and the photo credit. Control C. I'll click on the photo again on Settings, and I will paste that here. So now I have a photo caption, which should appear. Sorry, I went too fast, so paste it there. While we're at it, I will add an alternative text. The alt text serves several purposes. The main one being accessibility. If someone is visually impaired and is using a reading machine to consult your article, the machine will be able to read the content of the image. And normally the alternative text is actually a description of what it is that we see on the image. It will also help with search engine optimization. It will help Google, Bing, and whatnot know what exactly is in your photo. In here, we're just going to write a road sign showing the direction to Interstate 95. That's enough. I've got a caption as well and a photo credit, and I'll click Done. And now I have a photo caption and a credit. I can erase all of that and start with my first paragraph. First paragraph looks good, second one as well. One thing I want to do is to turn part of this sentence here into a hyperlink to this StatScan reports. I will cut using Control X. You could also do Control C. I prefer to just cut it so it's out of the way. And I will put, according to Statistics Canada, I will put the link here because that links to the report. So I highlight it, and then I click on this little icon here, which will allow me to turn it into a hyperlink by pasting the URL. And I'll click on Open Link in a new tab so that if someone clicks on the link, it will open a new tab so that they won't quit your website. It will just have an extra tab in Chrome. And then I'll click on Update. I will then remove link to report. I've got another paragraph here. Now I want to create a pull quote. The way to do so is to select this here and to click on this symbol. And now I have a pull quote. Although you see that Caroline Dupont is under the quote, so what I could do is bring it up. And then you do Shift Enter to kind of like keep everything together. And you could highlight this if you wanted to and play with the sizing or whatnot. I kind of like it the way it looks. We'll leave it as is. We then have another paragraph. Everglades video. I will erase that, click on the plus, and I will click on this little camera here to add a video. I can use a video from YouTube, Vimeo, or Facebook, or I could upload a video. I'll click here. I already uploaded the video, otherwise it would take a few minutes. If you don't have a video already, on Wix, you can click on Upload Media. So I'll click here, and I will add to page. I now have a video of the Everglades. There is an extra space. I'll just remove it. Same below. And then I want to turn the CIA Quebec sentence into a link, or at least part of it. So I'll click here. And other tourists to purchase travel insurance before flying to Florida. I'll highlight that, click here once again, paste my URL, click on Open Link in a new tab. I'll select that, update, remove link to CIA page, and I now have a complete web story ready to be published.